Donald Trump's defeat was announced while the president was playing golf and when his campaign was setting up in a gardening firm's yard just by an adult bookstore and a crematorium. This story starts with Donald Trump tweeting that there would be a press conference on Saturday morning at the Four Seasons in Philadelphia. People assumed he meant here, the Four Seasons Hotel, but another tweet followed with a clarification. No, not the hotel, but Four Seasons Total Landscaping, a gardening company in an industrial area on the outskirts of Philadelphia. The Washington Post took in the arc of Donald Trump's presidency with this story headlined, "It began on a gold escalator. It may have ended at Four Seasons Total Landscaping." The article quotes the company's director of sales. "I have no idea why the campaign wants to do it here. Maybe they saw a satellite image that we have a big back lot and proximity to Interstate 95. Well, whatever the reasons, the Trump campaign had made its decision and set up in the yard. As you can see from these pictures, it was a low-key affair. A sign attached to the wall, a podium, some journalists, some Trump supporters. A few doors down, the adult bookstore, Fantasy Island, and just across the street from the local crematorium. And it was here that President Trump's personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, learned that his man had lost.
What was it called by? Oh my goodness, all the networks. Wow. All the networks. We have to forget about the law. Judges don't count.
Well, Richard Hall, a journalist for The Independent, was there. He wrote this article, which starts, "It began with a tweet from the president. It ended with his personal lawyer in the parking lot of a landscaping company, struggling to be heard over a man in his underpants shouting about George Soros." And here's how he described that final moment.
I think it was around 5 minutes before Mr. Giuliani came out that one of the journalists announced that the race had been called. And then journalists started to leave this big press conference that had been called by the president and his lawyers. So it was a very strange scene. And then out on the street, immediately outside, you had people starting to celebrate and Trump supporters clashing with Biden supporters. So it was a very strange place to hear the result.
Remember, the press conference had been called to draw attention to the Trump campaign's claims that the election has been stolen. No evidence was offered, but more broadly, it certainly drew attention. 2 days on, the event at the Four Seasons continues to generate stories from Politico, USA Today, The Atlantic, South China Morning Post. The list is a long one, but credit where credit's due. The Philadelphia Inquirer has been doing a lot of the heavy lifting on this story, publishing a detailed account of the whole thing. It tells us the 78-year-old employee manning the counter at the hook since Saturday with callers asking, "Is Rudy Giuliani there?" Well, the team at Four Seasons Total Landscaping appears to have taken this in their stride. In response to criticism online, it's posted on Facebook saying it would proudly host any presidential candidate's campaign at our business. Maybe it will become a fixture in Pennsylvanian politics. It's certainly been quick to see an opportunity. Go online now and you can buy a range of Make America Rake Again and Law and Order merchandise. And while they quite reasonably make the most of the attention, it remains unclear whether the Trump campaign booked the whole thing in error or not. Either way, at 11:24 on Saturday morning, America reached a historic moment. CNN announced Joe Biden as the president-elect, Donald Trump played golf, and his campaign was in a car park by Fantasy Island.